Good morning everyone. Today is 18th September 2022. I am standing on my east side garden in front of this autumn jade sedum blooms. Every year they look pink and beautiful in the month of September only. So it really takes long time for them to open these buds. The buds, I have been seeing them maybe nearly more than 2 months in the plant, but they open and turn to pink bloom. You have to wait till September. So I'm thinking today I will show you whatever is beautiful and still blooming in the garden, so that you can have an idea how the garden looks in June 6 in the month of mid-September. So close to that, this is a branch of new dawn climbing rose. So this is it volunteered, I did not plant it. So last time also I mentioned because of that plant. So the seeds, they reached here, and this year they started blooming. Beautiful, right? And that knockout rose, it is a cutting 2 years ago I just made from my other red knockout rose, and I tried that year many rose cuttings of different color, but only the knockout rose it survived indoor. In the winter I think I took few cuttings in the month of September or October, and then I waited in indoor to grow, and only the knockout rose cutting survived. And last year when I planted, it was a very tiny branch, very tiny, but this year, see, I think last year it was up to this height, I can say. So from here all other they grew this year only. See, the sun came out. So it grew a lot, and see the blooms, so many blooms. And I had already shown you the status of this vanilla strawberry. Now, because it is not very sunny, you see, now the tip, they are still trying to look fresh. In every bloom, see the tip looks little pink and fresh bloom. You see this? That I am talking about, for example. But it is a very bad condition this year for this plant, which used to be the most beautiful plant in my garden every other year. Anyway, I can show you, this is the big leaf hydrangea, which I had already told, only one bloom. Then I tried some of this hollyhock seed here, assuming even if they will not bloom the same year, next year it may bloom and it will self-seed, so that every year I can have some hollyhock bloom here, thinking that I showed here the seeds. And from this side you just see this knockout rose. From here you can see these autumn jade sedum. And today only I noticed there are 2 blooms in this new dawn climbing rose. Now you can see where I came. I'm close to the center circle to show you few update here. So in this second circle, this is a row of tulip which blooms in the month of April. After that there is nothing. So I try to plant something else. So the vinca, see, I planted in the month of, I think, May, maybe. So it was very tiny, and this is second, same color. This is third, another color. And then I had sown some seeds. This is purple basil, but somehow some insects ate the leaf, because In other places where I sowed the same seed, they are still good looking, healthy, the plants. But here there were 3 survived, but now they are gone. They are eaten by some insects, the leaves I mean. And I did not plant this. That is my kind of little bit orange color, orange mix pink color dogwood. I can show you the tag. See, this is the tag. So it survived. I made sure I will water it the whole summer, and it survived. So this is the status of this tulip line. Looking not very good, right? But that's fine. From here you can see how the garden looks. I love that Russian sage. So last year from here the view was very, very beautiful. Why? Because of that limelight hydrangea, which was huge blooms each branch. But this year it is a little smaller than last year. And this is my golden spirit smoke tree. So it survived, but not looking very good, but that's fine. And just I wanted to show you, this is the pink color butterfly bush. And because I'm here, I will tell you something. This is the zebra grass that I transplanted maybe 5 years ago from the right side of my driveway. It was already in the property from my previous owner. And I called some landscaper who helped me dig the garden, and actually I did not do anything at that time, so he did it, but I paid a lot of money for that. So in 6 places around, you can see this is 1, that is 2, that is 3 on this side, exactly the same 3 spots on the other side also he planted. But originally the zebra grass was from the right side of my driveway, and at that time you can say it was 1/5 of the original bush what you are looking here now. What I mean is it has grown 5 times more, the root counts I mean. Now I just wanted to show you, they are about to open their bloom. They didn't open. So maybe after a week, if I will share my garden video, you can see the flow of the blooms swinging in the wind. It looks very beautiful, but somehow in my garden, the blooms, they open in the month of September. So the time period you enjoy is very little. But I have seen this grass with their blooms opened in summer. At least you don't have to wait till September like me. But somehow in my garden, because it is clay soil, I think they take longer time to produce the bloom and open. That's why maybe they are late. But my point is, now you see they look like only stick, but they have the blooms inside and they will open soon. And this is the butterfly bush. I don't remember the color, I mean the variety name, but I trimmed them. I mean I deadheaded all the dried blooms, and after that I think they are producing much bigger. And I am not going to go close, but see this guy. I will zoom it. Oh, I'll zoom this guy. I'm scared. You see that guy? You can see the butterfly, right? So this is the status, and here I can show you this guy volunteered. There was a orange color climbing rose here, but somehow this Hadibiscus has grown. This will be the first season of its bloom. I don't know what color it is going to be. And see this color gadiuka. So I can see many branches coming out. So that means they are multiplying. So I will have multiple bloom, like this. It was only 1, right? So anyway, and see the same zebra grass head. see, this one is starting to open. So this is the plum. I can show you little bit my trumpet vine growth, which last year I planted, and this year I made sure it is alive, and I used to water it regularly. So you see, this is the dried iris leaf that I used as a rope. So you see how they have grown. If I keep straight, it is like that, right? It is crossing the height of the fence, which is 8 feet. Actually 6 feet maybe. And this is another one. So I just put it here. See this one? I just put it here to make it down. Otherwise it is, if you see, sorry, I moved the camera other side. If you see how tall it is, let me show you. Starts from the bottom. See the branch, okay, and see the branch. So I just don't want it to be eaten by the deer, so I'm rotating it, because anyway the branch is going to dry in winter. So yeah, and because I'm here, I can show you this also. See, this is a white Hadibiscus cutting. This is a seedling I planted. This is a Hadibiscus seedling, assuming it will turn into a Hadibiscus border. So this plant started blooming from last week. So last week one bloom, and then this is the second bloom, you can say. So it is pink. So like that I have planted there 3-4, and here. So in future, if it keeps growing, I mean if it survives, it will be a, see, this is also Hadibiscus. So, and also behind I planted a little bit of, this is chocolate mint. This is chocolate mint, wherever I found space, so that if they will spread, they will spread. Enough. I showed you this. Then you see the status of my Burbank plum. It survived, and this is close to that plum, which is Santa Rosa plum. So this is new, it survived, and I can show you here. Oh, yesterday it was looking very beautiful. Somehow this rose is the plant which has the biggest bloom. See my palm and see the bloom. So this is again the zebra grass, ready to open their bloom. Here I can show you, this is the blue Hadibiscus. It survived. And this is the first vanilla strawberry hydrangea of this hedge that I made last year. So right now it is nearly 9 o'clock. So at 9 o'clock you can see my area, how much sun, where the sun rises on that corner. So you see there is a diagonal line of the shade. So imaginary diagonal line, this side is sunny, that side is shade. So that's how in the morning hour they get. So that area gets lot of shade as compared to this area. So all these area, they are very, very sunny. So the plants, they need more than 6 to 8 hours of sun. I try to plant them on this side. I mean, that's how I choose the location. Oh, from here the rose looks beautiful, right? So, and then from there to there is little lesser sunny area. And this is Rhizome. I just transplanted yesterday a little bit, thinking they will self-seed there, and there will be some clump of yellow blooms, so that it will be the starting point of my hedge. And because I'm here, I can also show you a little bit. This is the butterfly bush. Last year I planted one here and another exactly the same distance from the Wisteria on the opposite side, but that died. It survived the winter, but in the spring it died. But at least this one survived, and I'm okay. I bought it on sale, and I can show you. This is not growing very well somehow, but it's fine. I don't want a big tree. It is okay as long as I needed the color, just to have some dark color in the garden. This kind of burgundy color, right? So that's how I had planted. And this I had shared with you that the blooms, it is nearly 5 years minimum. So I mean this Hadibiscus. So here you can see how it looks, the Wisteria. And now I think this is already 4 year, the Wisteria. This is 4th year or 5th year, something like that. And I just wanted to give you a little. This is looking good because just day before yesterday, the lawnmower mowed the lawn. Somehow they did not come the past 1 month, thinking that grass is not growing. This is the limelight. This is the limelight, and I had mentioned I am not able to come this far to water it regularly, though I watered nearly once a week, but it needed more water in summer. But somehow it survived. That I am happy about. And you see this red eastern bud. Yeah, eastern bud tree. So it is going to grow, I think 20-25 feet. But now this is the growth. According to me, it has grown a lot, because when I planted, maybe it has only 3-4 branches, and now you can see there are nearly 20-30 branches, and it is, I think, 4 years now or 5 years, maybe 4 years, I believe. And I had shared with you that, right? That area, I'm not going that far, so I will just show you little bit this chestnut tree, which dropped all its leaves. But you see, this is the new branch for next year, I believe. So the plant looks alive. This is Briotti red horse chestnut. So I have given enough space to grow, because it is going to be a tree. And you just see how this area looks from here. That is growing very well, my magnolia tree. I'm very happy with that. And yes, I started that corner just to put the extra iris rhizome there. I didn't know why I'm doing it at that time, but I just wanted to save the rhizomes, extra rhizomes. I mean the iris rhizomes. That's why I planted there. But and then slowly I added some plants, and in few years it will be very pretty. And that is the second eastern redbud I planted. I think it is perfect spot. And let me update little bit here, because this is completely new. I started with this yellow magnolia. Otherwise this area I had decided not to disturb at all, so that we can put a tent on a bigger party or kids can play. But the practical thing is, the way we think sometimes, what we have thought, not necessarily the things go the way we plan, and we need to update based on practical time, right? So my older son is in college, second son is too busy in other activities. He doesn't care to see what is in the garden. Even if it was very, very beautiful, still they don't want to come here and see. So they don't have any interest. Then I decided, then let me do whatever I can. And This is the yellow bird Magnolia I planted here. It is going to be 20-30 feet nearly on its maturity. I mean, maybe it will take another 10 years to reach that height, but I have to make sure that I am giving enough space to the plant. And I already bought that pink rose, which is very beautiful. They bloom in bunch, pink color. So almost same, little bit. I think one rose has little white in the center, and that is this variety maybe. I mean, this is the plant, thinking that I bought two. But anyway, let me show you the tag. This is the one, little mischief. So it will be small bush, maximum 3 feet height, right? So one on this side, one on that side, and just I planted some Rhizome next to it. Then this is Miscantas Kabari, which from a YouTuber I was inspired. This is a very good ornamental grass. I already have one, but when I touched, I remember the name was not Kabari. So when I touch, the leaf looks exactly same, which is in front of my door of the house. But when you touch that like this, that is very smooth. But here the back side of the leaf is little rough, so it is a little scratchy on the skin if you touch like this. So that is the difference I felt between this grass and that grass, and I made sure this is different variety. This is Kabari, so the other one is not Kabari. So this is going to be a very big, I think they say 5-6 feet height, but again it depends on my zone, because whatever the height they say about a plant, I mean it is written, many times it depends on the zone. In the colder zone they don't reach that height, but if you go down south side, which is hotter weather, then they may reach that height. What I mean is, this grass may reach 6 to 8 feet in height, maybe in South Carolina or North Carolina, but not in New York. I mean, not at least in Zone 6, I think. That is my experience after gardening for the last 5-6 years. And here also, this is, I have transplanted little bit Rhizome, and I had a lot of seedlings of hibiscus. So one day I was thinking where to put, and I just planted here. So my plan is not to let them grow forever, but just to save some seedlings to grow. I have done that. And also I forgot the name, but this looks very beautiful. They are blooms, kind of, they reflect a structure of waterfall. I mean, the flowers, they are downward, and it gives a very beautiful structure to the eye. And this is the, it looks ugly, right? But that's okay. I wanted this is white dogwood plant. It needs a lot of space because it is going to be a big tree. So that's why I have planted here, thinking it will have enough space and it will be white bloom in the center, kind of in the garden, because that is dark leaf, right? That European beech, they are going to be dark leaf, and when they will grow, that will be the darker leaf on that side. That red horse chestnut is going to be a big tree. That yellow magnolia is going to be a big tree. So on this space, right, they need some space, thinking that I have planted it here. And this is my border of daylily, some daylily. And like always, they are confused and they did not mow this area. See the grass. Anyway, I have planted the plants randomly, and my line also, I am not giving proper border for them to see, because it is going to take a lot of money if I will do all those. And in any way, in winter they are going to go dormant, and these grass are going to die. So it's not a good idea to spend so much money temporarily for 2-3 months, thinking that. I did not do. And this is one, I believe it is yellow iris rhizome I have planted. so that if it multiplies, for now I wanted to save it, and if it is permanent also, I thought it is fine. This will have the white bloom in spring, I believe, and this has yellow, so white and yellow will look good, and that is also yellow, I believe, the Rudbeckia. So thinking that, so this is the status. Let me show you little bit that European beech. So here also yesterday only I transplanted little Rudbeckia here. I have already planted there, and these are the new branches. This year it is grown. This is a pink color iris. You see how beautiful they are looking. That I am telling. I think 2 months ago I transplanted 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Here it died. This is, I think, last week one more Rudbeckia I transplanted. But and this is the another. Now when they mowed the lawn, the grass cuttings, pre-species are here. So this is, I think, 3 years old. One autumn jade sedum cutting, one here and one here. I planted 3 years ago, so you can say in 3 years they grew that much. So that side I have the Rudbeckia. Yesterday I planted this side also Rudbeckia, and this is bicolor maroon and yellow iris. So I love the color combination. But right now, when I planted, I just planted there. I may transplant it into different location, or I will at least divide them into different place. So, but right now that is because when that plant is going to grow, those iris will be covered. So I have to remove those iris in future to little distance. Somewhere I will think where I will. So for now it is okay. Anyway, this is the status of my garden on east side. And I did not tell you about this. This is a peach plant that one of my friend gifted me. It's growing very well, right? So why it is growing well? I think because this side is sunny, right? And these are the plants, they need a lot of sun. So that's why they are performing good. So this is one lilac. Let me stop today's video here. Thank you for watching.